Hey guys, Ollie here, and welcome to GSPC-2. This is going to be another one of those videos where we will go over the system specs. This will be a complete rundown of all of the parts that will be going into this particular system. So if you guys ever want to buy this particular system for the price range, then we'll go ahead and link you this video and you can find out what we think of the particular parts in the build. So the parts for this build I have actually used in two rigs. Third if you count one without the graphics card and a slightly different power supply, but I have used all of these parts 3 or 2 times if you count which different ones I've used. All of them are very good, very reliable, none of them have broken just yet, and they match this price point absolutely perfectly. So the first part of this build will be the Intel Pentium G3258 at 3.2 GHz. Now this is a dual core processor, only around about 52 quid. It is an absolute bargain. Comes from the Devil's Canyon line of processors, which are based for the Z97 chipset, but can go on the Z87 because they mix match chipsets. But this actual processor is very, very, very good for how much it costs. It's basically an overclockable Pentium pretty much. Ben's rig, Joshy's rig, I've got this particular processor running at 4.2 GHz overclocked under the stock cooler. You guys may say under the stock cooler that's not very good because it will run really hot, but no, this little chip only reaches about 42 degrees maximum under even the stock cooler. So it is a bomb of a chip at only 52 quid, and that's why we've chosen it for this build. The motherboard I've also used many times before is the Asus H81ME. Now this is a MicroATX LJ1150 motherboard. You guys may think that it's not the best looking motherboard, hasn't got front USB 3. It's a bargain basement motherboard if you like for the 1150 socket. It does everything that it needs to do for a budget gaming PC and nothing else. I personally like this little motherboard because it's rock solid stable and you can even overclock on it. For the RAM, we're going for Kingston HyperX Fury. Now this is an 8 gig kit at 1600 MHz. Used this in a client build before. Lovely RAM, really well made, fits the build perfectly, and it will not fail. Data storage for this build will be a Seagate Barracuda 1TB 3.5 inch 7200 RPM drive. Now we're using this for this build again as we've used it for GSPC-1. Brilliant hard drive, Rob has one and he swears by it, so we thought why not put it in since the WD 1TB is so expensive at the moment, which I don't even get why it's so expensive, but we put this one in because we put it in GSPC-1 and it's an all-round good hard drive, and you've got 1TB of space, which is a lot of space, as well as it's 7200 RPM, so it will never slow down. One of the most important parts for this build is the graphics card, which is what turns it into an entry-level gaming PC. We're going to be using the Asus GeForce GTX 750 Ti 2GB card. Now this is a brilliant card, use this in 2 rig, overclocks like a champ, runs like a champ, runs cool. For how much it costs, it's a beast of a card, runs Battlefield 4 medium to high settings at 1080p for only 115 thereabout pounds. That's a pretty good card for that, so we decided to throw this in this build to make it a budget gaming PC. Now no surprise here, but this case has cropped up in GSPC-1. Now we put this in because it's a perfect budget option for this PC. I personally however don't like it because some of the drive mounting and stuff is a bit weird to me, but that is because I am a high-end system builder, so I use only the best of the best. But if you're on a budget, this case is well built, looks good-ish, has decent fan support, and you can have it with a front USB 3 option if you were to step up to a slightly higher end motherboard. The last part of this build is a Corsair CSM 450W 80+ gold certified power supply. Now this is different to GSPC-1 because we decided to put a CS series in instead of a CX, because the CS is a little bit more higher end. 80+ gold, so it's more efficient at doing what it does. I've used this one in Joshy's and a client rig before. Absolutely outstanding power supply. It's part of the Corsair Builder series, so it comes with that reliable side of it, which is absolutely brilliant. It's going to be supplying clean, efficient power to your system, which is what you need for this particular system. So just to wrap it up for you guys, this system only comes in at £376. That's incredibly cheap for how much performance this little thing is going to give you for entry-level gaming. Joshy's and our other clients' rig, they absolutely love them. They're playing games with us 24/7 now, also part of our TeamSpeak. They love their new PCs. They absolutely recommend us and would love for you guys, if you're on a budget, to get their same PCs, considering how good they are. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for checking out this video. If you liked it, as always, don't forget to check the descriptions down below. Click the links, go to our Facebook page, like, and then join our support group where you guys can find more information about us and support our cause. Also, go along and check out the rest of the videos on the YouTube channel, and that shall be it. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.